Hi everyone, welcome back to another Kit Above with Chris. 7 days since the operation. It's starting to go okay now. I'm still having a couple of little issues, but hopefully I'll be sort of up on my feet and ready to go within the next 3 to 4 days. Ready to start back work next week and get stuck in really. Now, this is just a quick video. It's going to be a pretty much, it's not even a review. I just want to sort of compare two knots that are a bit confusing for me in terms of how everyone else is finding them for themselves. Everyone else seems to have this sort of general consensus with this knot, and I've got a total different feeling on it. So let's get stuck in. So the knot I am talking about, I'm actually going to be using it for a shave today as well, for a bowl lather, is the Ghost knot. Now this knot is offered by Milton Shave, fucking hell. It's offered by Turn and Shave. The owner and proprietor and maker of the brushes is Milton, but his company is called Turn and Shave, as you can see right there. Now, this, for me, this is a stunning looking knot. It really makes the handles pop because it's so bright white. Now, I'm hearing from the consensus of people, including Milton, that this is a tuxedo knot. This is a 24mm, this is a 26, but the size, don't worry about the size, it's the actual fibre of the hair that makes a difference. Now, what I'm sort of hearing from people is that this knot, the Ghost knot, has similar soft tips as this knot, yet has less backbone than this knot. And I've just figured out myself, just for a bit of a test, that they're probably right on the backbone side. This has probably just got ever so slightly more backbone, but the tips on this, for me, are nowhere near as soft as the tips on the tuxedo. It's not even close. You would need to have really shitty thick skin on your hands to not feel the difference on them. I mean, it's massive, the difference between the tips on the tuxedo and this Ghost knot. Now, the other thing to make note of, the tuxedo knot, you might not be able to see, I'm hoping I can get a high definition. The fibres are straight. It's a very, very slight kink. It looks like a zigzag on some of them, but for the majority, the fibres on this brush are straight. Now, if you take a closer look at the Ghost knot, you can probably see it there. The fibres are actually, every single fibre in this brush, probably not everyone, but 99% of them, does have that zigzag. Now, you can probably see the difference, sort of lines along the knot. Now, I can't see it looking at the camera now, but I'm hoping you might be able to pick it up with a light. Now, what that does, the way I'm trying to think in my head of how this actually works and how it feels, is if you take a piece of card and rub it on your hand, it's smooth, it's flat, and when you, obviously, this is my piece of card, this brush, piece of flat card of paper. When you rub it on your hand, it's flat and it's smooth. You can feel it a little bit, but there's no real scrub or anything like that from it. There is a scrub from this tuxedo, but it's nothing, it's very, very soft. Now, when I splay this, because of those crinkle cut fibres, straight away I can feel it. I can feel that roughness. Now, I'm going to put the knot near the mic and hopefully it'll pick up the noise. So this is the tuxedo knot noise. And this is the Ghost knot. Now, I've put similar pressure on there. I can't obviously be 100%, but I've put very close, similar pressure on the knot. Now, I can hear a noticeable difference in the amount of noise it makes, which the noise it's making is pretty much the scrub you're getting. If there's no noise, there's no scrub. So the other thing as well that I've noticed with it, so with your backbone, as you're pushing down with the tuxedo, you can see, I hope you can see the tips starting to bend on the end, and then it splays. I'm giving that, so obviously it doesn't need a lot of force, but it needs a little bit of force. This one here, when you push it, it splays instantly. Push it, splay. So there's no real, so in terms of the backbone, yes, I think Rudd's and June and Milton are spot on with that. I didn't think it was. I thought it had more backbone, but it quite clearly doesn't. It's quite noticeable. I notice a difference when I'm pushing down on the Tuxedo. That it takes a bit of force and then it goes. With the Angel, it goes just instant. So it's definitely got less backbone. Now, another thing that I found with it, I'm just trying to clarify how scrubby this knot is in terms of the Tuxedo. If you squeeze the knot itself with your fingers like this, makes a bit of a noise like you're squeezing I don't know, it makes a bit of a noise, like a crunchy noise. So what I'll do is I'm going to put this over onto the mic as well so you can hear it. And now with the Ghost knot. So I'm squeezing them pretty much as hard as I can, so I'm getting a pretty good feel for it, but you can hear the difference. Well, I hope you can. I hope the microphone's picking it up. It's quite significant. And that's what's given this brush massive amount of scrub, is the crinkle cut fibres, or the crinkle design fibres, the thicker fibres as well. I've noticed the fibres on the Tuxedo are a lot thinner. They're almost half the thickness, I would say, than they are in the Ghost knot. What I'm basically saying is, this is a good knot. It does have soft tips. It does feel soft when you paint on your face. But when you go like that and you splay it, it's very, very scrubby, and to the point where I struggle with it. So I'm going to be bowl lathering with it in my shave after this video, and I'm looking forward to that, to see how it goes. I'm going to be using a soap, which in my opinion is utter shit, but we'll see how it goes. So that, folk, I hope that helps people out there make a decision on whatever knot they want to go for. The Tuxedo knot, the Ghost knot, the Quarter Moon knot, whatever knot you go for, is a very, 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 very soft knot. This has got reasonably soft tips. It's not even close. It really isn't, in my opinion. If you've got a boss knot, if you've got a Tuxedo knot and a Ghost knot and you go like that across your hand or on your palm or on the back of your hand, this feels nowhere near as soft as a Tuxedo knot, but it is still soft. It's way softer than Boar and a lot of badges. But this, for me, so far, is probably the closest synthetic you will get to an actual feeling badger brush. It's got heaps of scrub, it's got soft tips, makes a great lather, so I'm not really having a go at the brush or the knot. It's just, I'm finding it difficult to comprehend how other people are feeling it, because obviously I've got the knot here right in front of me, I'm using it, I'm feeling it with a Tuxedo knot next to it, and they feel and look, and they've just got total different properties altogether. But it's refreshing that Milton over at Turn and Shave, and whoever's making his knots for him, are bringing out these knots that feel different, look different, do different things, they've got different properties, because not everyone's the same. It's been proven here that I struggle with this knot because it is so scrubby, but there'll be people out there that love a scrubby knot, and that's spot on in my opinion for that sort of thing. So I hope that helped. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys very soon for a shave with a shit soap. Cheers.